So today I'll be explaining the series and parallel of resonance, and I'll give two examples of each after. So the series and parallel resonance. So first, before we go on to the first part, which is the series resonance, so let us first take the consideration of the definition of the resonance. So resonance is just simply a circuit phenomenon in which the circuit power factor becomes unity, or in other words, that the output of the circuit is maximum at one particular frequency. So, and that particular frequency is what we call the resonant frequency. So, in which the capacitive reactance is equal to inductive reactance. So, to that, so taking the consideration here, the RLC, so series RLC circuit. So as you can obviously see, circuit. So here we have a voltage source. We consider the current flowing here in clockwise direction, because we know that in AC that the current is flowing in the opposite, in either way direction, like in opposite and clockwise direction. But here we'll just be considering the clockwise direction. So if we have a voltage source, so simply it gives a current, or it gives flow to the a current to the each of the elements. So to that, so here we consider the the resonant condition. So so here we're considering the AC voltage. Here in AC voltage, as we all know that there is a frequency present here. So if we're changing the frequency, so the can have the varying frequency here. So if you're changing the frequency of the voltage source of this source, so then at one particular frequency, so it will give, or it will, or we can get the maximum current that is flowing through the circuit. So what does this mean? So taking consideration here, so as you can see, this in the middle, so this is the frequency resonant point, or the series resonance, so which is denoted by FR. So if it so in capacitive reactance, we can denote it as a mega L, and also in the inductive reactance, we can denote it as 1 over mega C. So here in the graph, as you can see, it is a frequency versus the current graph. So if we're taking the consideration, so as what I stated earlier, that that there is one particular frequency that will get the maximum current of that is flowing through this circuit. So if we set omega equals 0, so the inductive react in the inductive reactance equal to will be equal to 0. I'll just write it here. So equal to 0, and the capacitive reactance will be infinity. So if that's the case, so this you will consider this as an open circuit. So it will be open. So there is no obviously there's no current flowing here. So and the second one is, if we take omega equals to infinity, then we'll have the value of the inductive reactance as infinity. So this means that here in high frequency, the the element here, the inductance will be open. So there is no current flowing here. So it can be clearly seen in the graph. So if the current or the value of the frequency is at minimum point, so here, so there, so as you can see here in the graph, so there will be no there will be no current flowing. So here, and as we go further to the series resonance, so it will increase, and then this point here, the current will be at maximum, so it reaches its maximum value. So this is the Imax. So here, if we decrease from the series resonance, so the frequency, I mean, yes, yes. So if the frequency is if we could take in consideration in low frequency, so the current will also be 0. So that's why here, in the series resonance, the current, the current is maximum. So, and if we talk about its impedance, so as we all know that here, the only element that is left are in the resonant, the series resonance, there's only this purely resistive load that is left. So the impedance here is at minimum because the current is at maximum. So it has a inverse relationship. So here, next one, I'll just clear the screen. So here, some formulas that will be encountered in solving or in my given example. So here, the resonant frequency is just equals to 1/2 pi squared of the inductance and the capacitance. So here, the derivation of formula was discussed in the class, but then as for the recap, so we can have so as we all know that the value of the inductive reactance is 2 pi FL, and the value of the capacitive reactance is 1/2 pi FC. So as I stated earlier, that the capacitive reactance is just equals to the inductive reactance in series resonance. So if you take if you'll equate these two, so you'll have the resulting frequency, which is the what we call the resonant frequency. So here, the Q factor. So I'll not just derive what is Q factor, but then I'll define what is Q factor. So Q factor is just the selectivity of the resonance circuit. So a resonance circuit, so if it functions well um, in this type, in this, what they call this particular value, the Q factor. So you can just simply have the Q factor of series resonance as the voltage drop across the inductance or capacitance over the total voltage. So I will not just derive here the other formula here that I was included. So here in the current of the series resonance is just equals to the voltage over the resistance, because as we all know that there is, or the, we can have the impedance, but the impedance here, which is present to the series resonance, is just equals to the pure capacitive resistance, or yeah. So move on. So we'll have the example. I'll just clear. So we'll be having the example. So examples of series resonance. So example. So the given problem. So the given problem is an RLC circuit with a resistance of 20 ohm, and the value of the inductive reactance is 0.3 Henry, and the capacitance with a value of 50 microfarad is supplied with a 20 volts supply at a variable frequency. So we're asked to first find the frequency at which resonance takes place in the given series resonance circuit. And then the current, the voltage across RLC at that time, and then the last is the quality factor. So before that, so we'll have the given. So we're given with the resistance of 20 ohm, the inductance of 0.3 Henry, capacitance of 50 microfarad, and then the voltage source, which is 120 volts. So first, we are asked to solve for its resonant frequency. So earlier, I've made a summary of the basic formulas that will be that is under the series resonance. So first, we'll take the consideration of the resonant frequency. Yes. So which is equals to 1/2 pi square root of the inductance times the capacitance. So to that, we'll just have to plug in the values. So which is equals to the resonant frequency, which is equals to 1/2 pi times 0.3 Henry times 50 microfarad. So the resonant frequency to that, if you calculate, so it is equal to 41.09 hertz. So second one is the current. So current. So as I um, listed the formulas earlier, so the current is just equals to the voltage over the resistance. So 120. So the voltage is 120 volts over the value of resistance, which is 20 ohms. So we'll have the current, which is equals to 6 amperes. So the voltage across RLC. So here I forgot that we have solved we have already the value of the value of the voltage here if we consider the resistance or resistor, because it's the formula or the value that we get in getting the current. So you'll just simply have 120 volts here in the voltage across the resistor. And then if we talk about the voltage across the um, inductance, so it is equals to the current of the inductance times the capacitive inductance. I mean capacitive inducta capacitive. I mean inductive reactance. Sorry. So as we all know that XL is equals to 2 pi FL. So since it is a series connection, sorry, I have not I've I have not considered here the schematic diagram of the circuit. So 120 volts to 20 ohm, 0.3 Henry, the 50 microfarad. So here, as you can see, that it is in a series connection. So simply the voltage, I mean the current. So the current of the resistor is just equals to the, or I mean the I total is equals to the current in the resistor and the current that is flowing through the inductance and the capacitance. So here we have the 6 amps. So 2 pi FL. So here the frequency, the resonant frequency, is right because we're taking the resonant with respect to its resonant circuit. So we'll be dealing with the resonant frequency. So 41.09 hertz. So we'll just plug in the value. So 2 pi times 41.09 times the value of the inductance, which is the 0.3 Henry times the current, which is 6 amperes, which is equals to, if you will calculate it, so you will have the value of 464.72 volts. And same here. So we can have same current flowing. So we have the capacitive reactance. So 1 over 2 pi FC times the current IC, which is for the capacitance. So we'll just plugging in the value. So we'll just plug in the values. So 1 over 2 pi, the resonant frequency, so 41.09 hertz, times the value of the capacitance, which is 50 microfarad, times the current, which is flowing to the capacitance, which is 6 ohms. So we have here the value, which is equal to 464.8 volts. And the quality factor, so since since we do have the value of the resistance and the capacity, I mean the inductance and capacitance, so we can just plug in the values. We'll just have to easily plug in the values. So here, plugging in the values and calculate, so we'll have the quality factor of 3.87 in the given resonance circuit. So for the continuation, so example 2 is a series RLC circuit is connected across a 110 volts source, variable frequency source. So when the frequency is varied, so the maximum effective current is 5.5 amperes and occurs the frequency of 45 cycles per second. So what is frequency? The voltage across the capacitor is 200 volts. So we are asked to find the power factor of the circuit at 60 hertz. So first, so we have here the circuit diagram. So in which the we don't have these values yet. So we have to solve for that. Also, yes, don't have the value of those. And yes, these three elements, and we have it is connected to 110 volt source with the uh, variable frequency source. So when the frequency is varied, so the maximum effective current. So this maximum effective current, so it is not specified. So we'll be considering it is an IRMS current. So it says here that it's so it says here that the current is at maximum. So as we can recall that the characteristics of the series resonance is the impedance is minimum and the uh, current is at maximum. So first, so in solving the circuit, so we'll have the given, so the V, so we'll have the V total is equals to 110 volts. The it's same as the here the EC, so it's same as the current at the, I mean the voltage at So the voltage at the capacitor. Oh yes, AC. Yeah, so AC. So AC is 200 volts. So in voltage across that. So the frequency is 45 cycles per second. The current is 5.5 amperes. So we are asked for the power factor at 60 hertz. So before that, so let's have the value. Let's calculate the value for the capacitance. Value of capacitance. So to that, so since we are given with the voltage of it, they give it a voltage of it. So we'll have so AC voltage of the capacitance is equals to the current through it and the uh, times the capacitive reactance. So we all know that the capacitive reactance value is 1 over 2 pi fc. So we can have so the rearranging or substituting the equations and getting the equation for the solving for the capacitance. So we'll have the current over 2 pi f times the voltage across the capacitance. Since it is in series connection, so we are given with the current which is equals at the flowing through it, which is equals to 5.5 amperes. So we'll plug in the values. So the current is equals to 5.5 amperes over the 2 pi f, so which is f here given here, e 45 cycles per second, and then times the voltage equals 200. So calculating this, we'll have the value of 9. This is 97.26 microfarad. So I'll just check again. So 5.5 to point, to 200. So yes, we'll have the value of 97.26 microfarad. It's a typo. So yes, it's 97. So solving for the value of the inductance, we now have the value of the capacitance. So we have we'll be considering the um, the formula for the resonance frequency. So since this is stated here, it's maximum effective current. So if the current is given as maximum, so it means that we have to use the so it means that it pertains to the resonance or series resonance. So in which we have the formula for frequency resonant frequency, which is equals to 1 over 2 pi times the square root of the capacitance times the inductance. So to that, we'll just have to rearrange, to that in getting the value of the uh, inductance. So we'll just have to square both sides. So upon squaring that, so it's just a basic algebra. So you can just expand it, and then you'll get this answer. So it's just rearranging the equation, you'll get this answer. So the inductance is equals to now for the formula is equals to 1 over 4 pi squared times f squared times the value of the capacitance. So it's equals to 1 over 4 pi squared times the value of the frequency, which is 45 cycles per second squared, times the value of the what we call this the capacitance, which is 97.26 times 10 negative 6, or 97.26 microfarad. So if you'll calculate this, you'll get an answer of 0.128 Henry. So considering, so this is our series resonance. So at series resonance, so we all know that the current is just equal to the voltage over the over the resistance. So the voltage here we'll be considering is the source. So this is the source voltage. So R is equals to, what do you call this? There's something wrong. So the given here is 110, but then I have calculated it to 100. I mean 110. 110 divided 5.5. Oh, yeah, it's just a typo here, but the answer is correct. So we'll have 20 ohm resistance. So the power factor at 60 hertz. So in calculating, so first to have um, the to solve for the power factor, so we'll have to solve for first for the inductive reactance, which is 2 pi f L, which is 2 pi times 60 times the value of the inductance. So what that was solved is 0.1286 Henry. It will be equal to 48.48 ohm. And for the capacitive reactance, so is equals to 1 over 2 pi times 2 pi fc, 2 pi fc, yes. So 1 over 2 pi times 60 times 97.26 times 10 negative 6. So if you calculate that, you'll get an answer of 27.27 ohm. So to that, as we all know, the value of the total impedance is just equal to the resistance plus the times J, the imaginary part, which is times X, times the quantity of XL minus XC, the inductive reactance and the capacitive reactance. So to that, you'll plug in the values that we have get. So impedance is just equals to 20 plus J 48.48 minus 7.7. So here I have not replaced the value. So that is 20. So the impedance is just equals to 20 plus. So if you simplify this, you'll have 21.21, which is equals to 29. I mean, if you calculate this, so you'll have this form. But then if you convert it into polar form, you'll have the value of 29.152 angle of 48.66. So in which this is the angle that we'll be considering for solving our power factor. So it's the current. So power factor is just equals to cos times the angle, the current, which is equals to cos times 48.68 degrees. So the power factor the answer is 0.686 lagging. So why it is lagging? So because the value of the inductive reactance is greater than the value of the capacitive reactance, as well as if we have this value, which is the capacitive capacitive reactance is greater than XL, so that would be the power factor would be leading. So in this case, since it is great, so it is greater than the capacitive reactance, so we'll have the current which is lagging.